During the celebration of the International Albinism Day, in Kisoro town, a number of people living with albinism spoke of the challenges they face daily as a group of vulnerable people. Some cited suffering with skin cancer, which is very expensive to treat, yet many of them don't have the financial means.
We don't have medicine and there is an organization with facilities. Now about the skin cancer. They can start with small blisters. I went to the hospital and found out that skin cancer is what we are likely to get because we are also affected by the sun, and in a small period of time this blister can turn white because of the hot sun that hits it. I think it is the sun that makes these blisters turn into skin cancer.
According to Becca Niigaba, the chairperson of people living with disabilities in Kisoro District, people living with albinism are discriminated against in accessing jobs and even public services such as health care. Niigaba, who is also the LC5 councillor representing people with disabilities in the Kisoro District Council, called for unity and commitment among people living with disabilities so that they can work together to push for their interests.
When we come together, that is unity and strength, and we shouldn't leave anyone behind. Me, I love working with them because people in Kisoro have skin cancer. There is someone I know who went to Mulago and was told to come back after 3 days and is here among us. If a girl is an albino, she is likely not to have a relationship with men because no one wants that, and they end up being at home with less attention given to them by their husbands. There is also discrimination among people with disabilities, and someone with a disability might not want to help albinos but will help other people with disabilities.
Niigaba also urged some parents who discriminate against their children living with albinism by not taking them to school to stop the bad practice. Alex Nambanjimana, the vice chairperson of Kisoro District Local Government, who was the chief guest at the International Albinism Day celebrations in Kisoro District, admitted that there have been many challenges in service delivery in respect to the albinos.
Even in our government, there are some things that are not nice, and you people also know this. There are graduates who are Batwa, albinos, and people with disabilities. There is a councillor in both districts and municipalities who are fighting for the albinos.
Nambanjimana explained that the district has a deliberate plan to have people from special interest groups get jobs, but sometimes the jobs are not forthcoming due to varying interests, and he however assured them of the support where necessary and donated 500,000 shillings to the Association of People Living with Albinism.
It is a shame that you can go to one office to request for a job and you find a person who is giving you the job is disabled and won't even consider you for the job. I'm requesting, if you see your friend who is disabled like you, help them get the job.
Sarafina Nyiraguhirwa, the Director of Programs of Site for Community Services Program, an NGO which supports people living with albinism, urged all people living with disabilities to freely speak out about their challenges that they face. Tukahiro Susan, a grade 3 teacher in Kisoro Demonstration School, expressed happiness for the celebration of the International Albinism Day. Today we are very happy that when these things started, for us to know that we are disabled, it was in 2014 where a man called Sabiti Michael, who is not here, told us. Those he had sent to represent him, please send our regards. He came to organize us as a district and let us know that we are children with disabilities and show us how we are supposed to care for ourselves. It's bad that some of us, we had already gotten skin cancer. May God bless him because he searched and looked for people like us, the albinos. When we were starting, there was a woman who had an albino child, but this man helped and he gave them sun cream.